Hey y'all, it's Amanda. We are expecting our first serious freeze this evening. We're going to get down to about 28, 27 degrees for more than a couple of hours. So we're going to be in the freezing temps, I think, for about 6 to 8 hours. And so now is the time for me to save the plants that I would like to save. There's not very many that I'm going to save, but the ones that I am going to save, they're going to go on the back porch. So we're going to start today with getting the back porch straightened up, and then we're going to try to move some of those plants. We might have to wait for Jeff to get home. We'll have to see. So let's get started. I feel like the garden is really quiet and pretty right now. You can see the end of the chrysanthemums over here. They were glorious. Ranunculus bed going strong. Lots of bear grass, which I wish I had time. I would get in here and pull a lot of it because we've had so much rain that now is a good time to pull because I can get the entire rhizome up. But that will have to be for another day. And of course, all the roses are loving this weather, which is really pretty. Now, this is a Eugenia Topiary. I'm trying to decide if I want to save this one or not. The other one went kaput a while ago, and I would need to dig this up and bring it in under the porch. I don't know if I'm willing to do it or not. Let's go check out the back porch. It's not too bad, surprisingly. You guys know how I typically am with how I handle stuff. So I'm just going to go through, get these straightened up, get some places cleared out. Typically we bring in any terracotta containers as well. It's still a little warm for that, so I'm not really worried about those, because what can happen with terracotta containers is they can get filled up with water and then freeze and then expand and bust terracotta containers. But I don't think it's going to be cold enough for that. Really, I just need to get those plants that don't typically do well with colder weather. Okay, I have not been great about my amaryllis. Even though I'm not going to plant them up until the new year, I still haven't even brought them in for darkness yet. So I am going to go ahead. They've had plenty of time to dry. I am going to go ahead and take this inside. All right, this is my bin of extra soil. And these are all of the, what do you call it? Astilbe that I forgot to water during the summer. And they did end up making up. I was growing up from seed. They did really well for a long time until, life. But I'll save all this soil so it can be reused in the spring. Now, the thing that works best on this batch porch is that I group all of the plants close together. And by doing that, they kind of create their own warmth with one another. So you can see I'm going to move a lot of these bags off to the side, out of the way. Bearded iris. I think what I'm going to do with the bearded iris is I'm just going to bring them inside and let them go dormant. Inside, I'm going to stop watering them, all that good stuff. And this is now a year since I bought these. More than a year. Still haven't gotten them planted. They still did okay in this container. They grew for another season and such. But I'll let them go dormant. And then once it's time for the spring to come around, I'll get them planted outside, hopefully. I don't know. I'm kind of having second thoughts on that with the iris, because my iris sit at ground level here in Texas, which tells me that they freeze quite consistently. So I'm wondering if I should allow the iris to stay out like through this evening and to tomorrow, and allow them to go through a freeze to tell them to stop growing. I might do that. We'll have to see. All right, I'm going to put my gardening gloves on over my regular gloves. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, hold up. Okay, so 2 containers over here. One has a Meyer lemon right here, and it needs to come under the patio. It has this really tall leader that I'm going to take off because I don't particularly like this. Now, this Meyer lemon, I tried to overwinter it in a greenhouse, and I thought it had died back, but it turns out it just took forever for it to leaf out again. And so, anyway, ended up being fine. Let me cut some of these big ones. My light so I can see better. But I did have a lot of growth from the base, which several of y'all told me is not the actual Meyer lemon. It's what it was not propagated on. What's the word I'm trying to say? Well, anyway, it was basically the base plant that they grew the Meyer lemon on the top of it. So coming in here and pulling out some vinca, getting it cleaned up a little bit. And then we'll take this guy underneath the porch. And he is hooked up to drip irrigation. Now this guy is a contorted filbert. And it does not need to go under the porch, but I am just going to go ahead and cut back all the craziness that is this lantana. And I will say my white lantana came back on the west side of the house, so maybe this will come back as well. We'll see. But you can see now the contorted filbert better now, and it is such a fun sorry, I got distracted. Lots of birds flying over. It's such a fun plant. It's very cool looking and different. And for the winter, I especially enjoy it because you can really see its very cool branches. So it's looking good. I'm unhooking. Oh, actually, I want to keep the drip on this one. This guy's staying. Okay. But we want to unhook this one. Like that. All right. How heavy are you? Not too bad. Okay. So I think I'm going to get the dolly to move this because I don't want to injure myself by trying to carry it. I would love to get one of those pot dollies sometime. But literally I only need it like twice a year when I am moving pots undercover for the winter and when I'm moving pots back for the spring. It grew through. And it's raining. Now, if temps drop below about 25 degrees for a lot of significant hours, then typically I will bring these containers inside. That just so rarely happens though. It's not typically something I have to worry about. Okay, in the meantime, I am bringing over this Mr. Lincoln Rose. It's on the struggle bus. But I'm going to go ahead and put the drip irrigation here because this guy is not hooked up to drip. So I think that'll help out. One less thing for me to water. This really needs a better stake. Yeah, it's raining. I'm not going to worry about it. There's a lot of I'm not going to worry about it in the winter. I usually don't get frantic unless it's going to be below freezing for more than 24 hours. Okay, I do want to save these two Eugenia Topiaries right here and right here. Eugenia is a tropical plant, so it won't make it through the weather. And I will also say these topiaries are actually pretty inexpensive to replace compared to the regular price of like other topiaries that are cold hardy. But these have been so beautiful and they brought me a lot of joy this year. So I would really like to see if I can overwinter them. If it doesn't end up happening, it's not the end of the world. I don't think that these are going to go necessarily in these locations next year, but it is what it is. This is going to be pretty awkward because I am on my own right now. And they're not terribly heavy, but they're top heavy and unusual. So I'm going to let you just watch me struggle. Okay, so my next big concern, it's not that good there. I'm sorry. Random Landseer popped up over here. My next big concern is these containers right here. Mainly because they're terracotta and they can freeze. So I don't know how many of these I can get on my own. Like I said, I'm not really worried. Like these are not going to freeze solid and crack. So I think I'll just get a few that I can and then save the rest for another day when my husband can help. Okay. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna sweat. Whew. Okay, I'm done now for now. That's the most I feel like I can push my body. I have been collecting my dahlia tubers. Um, I've been collecting some cuttings for begonias, and I need to pull up my caladiums. So I think that is the last thing I'm going to do for this video. Okay, I have some caladiums right here, and they are tropical plants as well. So they will not make it. So I'm just going to go ahead and gently pull them up, just like this, so that I can save these bulbs for next year. I've got one more, because of course now I've like barricaded myself back in here. So I've got some caladiums right here. Pull those up. And I thought I had some over here. I don't really see anything coming up, so I guess I don't. Thought I had a third one there, but feeling pretty good about that. I'll have a video coming up where I'll show you how I pulled up all my dahlias and caladiums and how I'm going to store those. And then I'm going to be working on some begonia propagation. I've already done it with soil, but I'm going to do it now with water. My glasses are fogging up. So that'll be coming up, but I'm feeling good. I saved the things that I absolutely wanted to save. When Jeff gets home from work today, I'll see if he can move a few more terracotta pots for me. And then we should be good. And then it will warm up a little bit more, and then it'll sink down, and we'll seesaw for a little bit. And then come January, we'll settle into just cold all the time. But I'm not gonna lie, looking forward to it. A lot of these plants are gonna be gone tomorrow. It was a really good gardening season. It was a hard gardening season, but it was a good gardening season. A lot of growth of my knowledge this year, a lot of growth of the garden, and I'm looking forward to 2026. So stay tuned. We are going to be heading into seed starting season. I know that's insane, but we're going to be starting off on that soon. So I'm really excited. Drop me a comment below and let me know what seeds you're excited about starting for next season. And if you're like me and you're on a gardening journey and you would like to do that with some gardening friends, be sure to check out my Patreon community. The link is in the video description below. It's a good group of people who love to talk about gardening. I quite frequently update that on a daily basis, talking about what's going on in my garden and my life. We also do lives. We do exclusive videos, as well as group chats and photo sharing. I'm tired. That was really hard. All right, you all. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.